Hey everybody, how's it going? For today's video, we've got a limited series overview featuring Porsche 911 GT2 RS Clubsport 25. Alright, so it's a limited series, so as you would expect, 15 tiers of events to complete, 45 races total, and for the effort, you get to win the car, which is worth some 900 gold. And if you were to take advantage of the showcase, if you miss out on this opportunity to win this car, then there is a showcase featuring this car. So you can get 20% off, and that'll cost you 720 gold. But hopefully, you guys will be able to run through this limited series to win the car. Anyway, there's some 5,250 victory points at stake, as well as 80 gold rewards plus 300,000 racing dollars. All right, and yeah, so 7 days, I believe, upon completing a first race, there is a 3-hour instant service and instant upgrade offer available for this car. So don't start upgrading right away. As soon as you start the event, complete the first event, so that way you don't have to wait some 12 hours for those stage 1 racing dollar upgrades. Yes, that's how long it takes. It's one of the longer wait time upgrade car. So stage 1 racing dollar upgrades will take 12 hours. Second stage upgrades are all gold, which is what we're gonna need to get to meet the PR requirement, along with the stage 3, basically 3 upgrades across the board. So we're kind of back to the sort of the standard upgrade tree, 3 upgrades across the board. And for this car, that'll cost you a total of 480 gold and some 2.7 million racing dollars and change. Yeah, so that's what you would expect to spend. Of course, 80 of it you get back from completing this series. And it is featured in a single bonus series at the moment, Indomitable. And that you will find in the season 1 of the Road Collection, where you find all the other, round the hub featured car special, the bonus series, right? Upon winning, they are all unlocked. Or if you already own any of the cars featured in the series should be already unlocked. Indomitable does feature Brabham BT62. Oh, that car's a lot of fun. Bentley Continental GT Speed from the year 2021, which is significantly better car than the old one that we've had in the game since God knows. Oh, I want to say since the beginning of time. So, but the only car that can 100% complete that series, the bonus series I'm talking about, is this Porsche 911 GT2 RS Clubsport 25. So, but with the PR that you will achieve in order to complete this limited series, you should be able to 75% complete that bonus series. So, there's some 77 gold total rewards in the bonus series, but you should be able to get like 45 of those from the PR here. So that'll bring your net cost of ownership of this car down to 355 gold. So that's not too bad. I don't think. This car's PR is in the 90s. So, base PR starts at 77.4, but by the time you're done with this limited series, you'll be up at 90.9. It does max out at 95.3. So, yeah, I'll have all the numbers related with this car in the description box below, so you guys can make your own calculations on whether it's worth it or not. But the important number here is the 480 gold upfront cost. to be able to afford the PR requirement, the upgrades, right? So anywho, let's check into the series itself. Now, the first 25% completion rewards you 750 victory points, 10 gold, and 30,000 racing dollars. And in order to do that, you need to complete Tier 4 of the series, which has a PR requirement of 82.1. And the important question, does the racing dollar upgrades alone get your PR that high? And then answer is no. The racing dollar upgrades alone gets your PR up to 81.9, so you are like 0.2 PR points shy. So you're not going to be able to win any free gold from this event, unfortunately. And 50% completion rewards you additional 1,000 victory points, 15 gold, and 60,000 racing dollars. And in order to achieve that, you need to win 2 gold trophies in Tier 8. So the cup race that you have to get through is a Tier 7, which requires PR 84.6. And then the 75% completion rewards you additional 1,500 victory points, 25 gold, 90,000 racing dollars, and that requires you to complete winning a single gold trophy in Tier 12. So you need to basically get through Tier 11, which requires PR 87.6. And for 100% completion, you need PR 90.9. So let's confirm that real quick here. All right. So pick up all the rewards all at once. All right. I have a thing about those gunpowder gray finishes. They are pretty sharp. All right. So let's, as you can see, 3-hour instant service and instant upgrades. And the important tier 15, the final cup at Mount Panorama, does require PR 90.9. And as I was saying, 3 upgrades across the board is what you need. So here, let's go ahead and get these upgrades just to show you what kind of numbers we're gonna see. So stage 1 upgrades, all racing dollars, follows kind of the standard scheme. All the odd number stage upgrades are racing dollars, and all the even number ones are gold. So as you can see, stage 1 racing dollar upgrades alone brings your PR up to 81.9. And if we check into Tier 4, we will see that we are just 0.2 PR points shy. Yes. But anyway, let's continue on with our series completion upgrade tree here. So we need to get stage 2 upgrades, all gold. This is where we're going to be spending some 480 gold. There we go. Not a cheap car. But, you know, for what you're getting, I mean, I feel like that's about 400 gold cost for a car of this performance. Seems not exorbitant. Let's just say it's in line with other cars in the spec. So anyway, stage 2 upgrades across the board. Those gold upgrades brings your PR up to 86.4, as you can see. And then, of course, we need to get the stage 3 upgrades across the board. All 7 upgrades here. And yeah, this car, unfortunately, engine's the only category that has 5 stages of upgrades. So the way that impacts our upgrade tree, I mean, it doesn't impact our upgrade tree for completing this limited series, but it does affect when you're trying to go any further in the bonus series the cars featured in, right? So, yeah, anyway, there you go. 90.9 exact PR, 3 upgrades across the board, 21 upgrades total, once again for the cost of 480 gold and 2.7 million racing dollars, give and take a few, right? Mostly give. So anywho, so that is the upgrade cost and the upgrade tree. Now we'll just check out every tier and see what we're in for in this event. See if we can find any fun, potentially fun race. All right, so tier 1, we got head-to-head at Suzuka West. Should be a single lapper, and it is. And follow that with elimination at Daytona. Gonna be a rolling start. Followed by the Cup at Spa, and we're gonna be starting off with a 2-lap Cup. So when you start the event, I would start with the Spa Cup 2 laps. That's not a short race for stage 1. So remember, the instant service offer kicks in at the upon completing the Cup. So start with the longest one. So you know it will last you just that much longer, if it matters. All right, and tier 2, we got drag race at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit, followed by speed snap at Laguna Seca, and the tier 2 Cup takes place at Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. 2 laps, PR 79.9 required. So obviously you do need at least some of those stage 1 racing dollar upgrades on board to get through. And tier 3, we got autocross at Catalunya Club Circuit, Hunter at Mount Panorama, and the Cup at Melbourne. So we got a couple of events down under. And for this Melbourne Cup, it's gonna require PR 81.1 with it's gonna be a 4-lap Cup. So nothing terribly lengthy, but we have a couple of laps at the beginning to start off at Spa, and that Spa is one of the longest circuits we have in the game. So, all right. Tier 4, we got elimination at the Brickyard Road Course, endurance at Dubai Grand Prix. So your target distance may vary depending on, your margin of victory. Followed by the Cup at Porsche Test Track Long On-Road Circuit. It's going to be a 3-lap Cup there with a PR 82.1 required. And of course, that is what's necessary to claim that 25% completion reward. And continuing on, Tier 5, we got speed record at Daytona Motorcycle Course. Speed snap at Berlin. And the Cup at Silverstone Grand Prix. Back to 2-lap Cup and PR 83 even required. And moving on, Tier 6, we got autocross at Suzuka Grand Prix, head-to-head at Bugatti Circuit, single lapper. Followed by the Cup at Catalunya Grand Prix, 3 laps, PR 83.8 required. And the Tier 7, we got the second instance of a drag race, this one taking place at the Leipzig Circuit, Porsche Test Track, followed by elimination at Spa. And the Cup at Daytona Road Course, this one's going to be a 4-lap Cup, PR 84.6 required. And of course, that's what you need to get through to claim the 50% completion reward. And Tier 8, by completing Hunter at Nürburgring Grand Prix Circuit, that's a full lap. Endurance at Mount Panorama. So you don't have to, of course, complete the Cup if you want to stop after 50% completing the event, but that's silly. So we're continuing on here. The Cup at Tier 8, Red Bull Ring Grand Prix Circuit, 4-lap Cup, PR 85.4 required. And that's a fairly small Grand Prix circuit. So even though it says 4 laps, that's like closer to 3 laps at some other places, right? Tier 9, we got head-to-head at Silverstone National, should be a single lapper. Speed record at Monza Road Course. And Cup at Dubai International Circuit, 4 laps, PR 86.1 required, so it's not as long. Alright, moving on to Tier 10. We got Speed Snap at Catalunya National Circuit, Endurance at Le Mans 24-hour circuit, followed by the Cup at Laguna Seca, 5-lapper with a PR 86.9 required. Alright, that takes us to Tier 11. We got Autocross at Daytona Motorcycle Course, Hunter at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, and the Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix. And this one's a long one. 4 laps at Suzuka Grand Prix. Yeah, out of the Grand Prix circuits, right? Suzuka and Nürburgring are the longest ones, I believe. Certainly they pay out the most. So that's, I think based on your mileage, how much distance each lap covers, right? Anyway, so PR 87.6 required for this 4-lap cup, which is what you need to claim that 75% completion reward. Tier 12, you need at least 1 gold trophy here to claim that. You got head-to-head at the Leipzig circuit, Porsche test track, long on-road circuit, once again single lapper, followed by elimination at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix circuit. And the Tier 12 Cup is going to be at Monza Road Course, 4 laps, PR 88.4 required. And continuing on to Tier 13, we got Endurance at Hockenheim Night Race at Grand Prix Circuit, followed by third drag race, this one taking place at Dubai Grand Prix. And we got a 24-hour circuit cup in Tier 13, 3 laps with a PR 89.2 required. So that is definitely the longest race, and probably going to be the longest race in this entire event, I think, because 3 laps at 24-hour circuit is, it's long. And payouts should reflect that. So moving on, Tier 14, we got Speed Snap as Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, followed by elimination at Suzuka Grand Prix, and the Cup at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. It's going to be 5 laps with a PR 90 even required. Alright, and that takes us to the final Tier 15. We got Autocross at Spa, followed by head-to-head at Silverstone Grand Prix. So there should be a single lap. And the final Cup, as we looked at it earlier, at Bathurst Mount Panorama. 4 laps, PR 90.9 required. Which, as just to recap, will cost you some 480 gold and 2.7 million, about racing dollar wise. Anyway, so that will do it for this limited series overview. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.